before we start though, I really do appreciate y'all coming through, man. For real. ESP, I'm about to start.
Yo, Brad, let me know when you're ready to switch.
Okay, hold on. We'll switch after your intro.
All right. What's going on, family? It is it's me, Brother DSP, your friendly neighborhood media personality, and you're here for another installment of the MOR VOH Basketball Experience, a.k.a. Never Tuck Your Town Radio. Of course, I'm here with the co-host, Brett Bronson of VOH Basketball, and Z Bling of
What up?
MOR Apparel. What's going on, fellas? How you been?
Good, bro. Had a good week. We got some good weather this weekend, man.
Finally.
Tapped in with the family yesterday. Was sitting by the water. Had a nice day. So now I'm ready for this dope interview, man. We got some good energy in the building. We got a young man that works very hard early in his career. So I'm excited today, y'all.
I mean, I'm very excited because, first of all you young people out there DMing me talking about he'll knock me out. All right, I'm tired of y'all. Stop DMing me that he'll knock me out, all right? Just let the man live. Let him come up here, do his interview, have some fun. Why y'all already starting beef, man?
It's because they see them hands going. That's why. That's what it is. Like, yeah, Brett can finally get it for talking all that trash.
Yo, the amount of hate I got in my DMs talking about I can't wait till little man knock you out. That is crazy, man. But I'm glad to have him on the show, man. But you already know he got to get the platinum package introduction.
I saw the promotional package that you put together. You know what I'm saying? I seen.
ESP, you good?
I'm real good. I seen little man work in the midst. You know what I mean? Sitting down with everybody's new favorite weatherman.
The weatherman.
The weatherman on Revolt TV.
My foot is tapping.
Dipset aficionado. Jim Jones. You know. God knows how many other celebrities he's probably worked the mitts in front of. You know what I'm saying?
Regular. Regular.
Just in case y'all don't know who I'm talking about, I'm talking about Dylan Dynamite Diaz. Give it up. So, man, how are you doing, Dylan? How you feeling, brother?
I'm good.
It's like, I'm good. I'm good. Hold on. Mic 3. Make sure you're talking to the mic, though, so they can hear you.
All right.
There you go. And you got your trainer with you here today, correct?
Yes.
And what does your trainer go by? How you feeling today, brother? How you?
My name is Dredd. I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for pulling up, brother. Truly appreciate you, man.
Wait, hold on. You know I gotta ask you. Dredd, your name is Dredd. Are you Jamaican?
Yeah, man.
There it is. You know I gotta find a few, man. You know we gotta stick together out here in these streets. You feel me? Shout out to all the Jamaicans out there. Jump down in the building.
Facts, yo, man. But my first question is to Dredd. How important is it for you to lead this young man in the right path? Because you're using boxing to do so. You know what I'm saying? And that's very important because at his age, he's learning self-control and how important it is in life to be self-control. So how important is it for you to teach that?
That's a really good question.
Thank you.
It's very important. I mean, when you really think about it, you have young people all around the world, and without leadership, they're lost. So, you know, when a young child is being led by their family or father, mom, whoever their guardians are, and they're doing a good job at it already, and then they hand over a young child to you who you get a chance to really help make that transition. That's pretty much what happened. So it's really important. And my job was very easy to let a kid that was already enthusiastic and looking forward to be a part of where he's looking to go.
That's
boxing.
That's what's up.
I mean, I want to ask, what made you, Dylan? What made you pick boxing? Like, out of all the sports that you could possibly play, you know, baseball, football, soccer, basketball. I'm going to say that again, basketball, because, you know, we always looking for players like you. But what made you decide, like, you know, I'm going to do boxing?
Word.
I chose boxing because when I was very little, I used to watch Miguel Cotto when I was my favorite fighter. So I used to imitate him when I was 2 years old.
On YouTube?
What?
What?
That's dope.
Miguel Cotto's a
That's
beast,
a good fighter,
too.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, all right. So I might have to admit, you might be able to knock me out just because you said Cotto. If you would have watched somebody else, I would have took my chances. But now you said Cotto, I gotta play my cards right today,
Yeah,
be less spicy.
He's tough.
Yeah, Cotto
And I was
can
hoping
take
he
a
was gonna
punch.
sit next to Z.
So you can talk crazy.
Yeah, you know.
He's ready.
That's what's up. So 11 years old?
Yeah, no, 12.
12? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Chill,
hold on.
Brett.
I'm not
Chill,
trying to disrespect. I'm
Chill,
not
Brett.
respect the youth. Let me check it. I'm not trying to disrespect. 12 years old. When's your birthday?
September 28th.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
So you
huh?
just turned 12. All right, that's what's up. Happy belated,
belated
for everybody
birthday.
on the show that
Word.
probably didn't get a chance to wish you happy birthday, happy belated and all that.
Word.
So 12 years old, you're jumping in the ring, you're training, you're doing all this. What is it like, man?
It's fun. I like hitting in the bag and punching people.
Hey, as long as he's keeping it real. I like that.
Okay. What's your favorite training drill?
Hitting the mitts.
How long did it take you to get, like, you know how you see the routines and people are going crazy? I'm sure you're on that level already. So how long did it take you to get like that?
Probably like a year.
Wow.
1
Okay.
year.
That's
Okay.
a lot of work.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
man.
lot of work.
Nah.
Brett, I
And then
don't know, Brett.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be careful,
Yeah,
bro.
you feel me? I'm like, I'm checking the tail of the tape right now. Look like I'm losing.
It's like you got hand speed, foot speed, I don't know.
Endurance.
I don't know.
Man, 35 and up, so you know. So, all right. So, what's your least favorite, though? When coach is like, all right, time to do this, which is the one where you're like, all right, I got to go to the bathroom.
Probably go on the treadmill.
Yeah,
treadmill.
the road work. The road work.
And
That's
do you have to,
dope.
like, you got to throw your punches while you're on the treadmill to keep your wind and all that?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Okay. So that's what's up. So your trainers really got you focused, really got you disciplined. So is there anything outside of boxing that you're good at?
Yeah, I like basketball. I like playing video games.
Nice.
Wait, hold on. Don't say basketball first like that. That was real aggressive. Now you in my world. now I can talk spicy in my world. So we could do this boxing thing, all right? And then we could do a basketball thing. If you down?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what's up.
there it is. Uh-oh.
You
that's-
signed the contract, bro.
Contract is signed.
You signed the contract,
all
bro.
them trainers out there, come help your boy Brett Bronson. No,
ASAP.
that's good, man. Dylan, Dynamite Dylan. How'd you get the name Dynamite?
Word.
Because I'm explosive.
Oh.
and I throw punches.
Right.
Oh.
Fast.
This kid got great PR.
Who is your PR, man?
He got
Wow.
great. He said, because I'm explosive.
Right
to it. You know, no hesitation, nothing.
How many career bouts do you have already under your belt?
I think I have like 22.
Wow.
When did you start?
That's great.
Wait, he's
I was at 16.
he's 12 years old. Hold
He has
on.
22
He's
fights.
12 years old. You got 22 fights.
That's
I know some dudes in the hood that claim they tough.
They got
and
one under
they
their belt.
damn sure don't got 22 fights.
No. No.
Yo.
That's
wow.
different.
That's
That's different.
crazy, man. So you're really out there. You're really doing your thing.
So how many times do you fight a year?
Probably like 4.
Wow.
Makes sense.
That's
Quarterly.
big.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It all depends on the shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And he probably would have had more than 22 had there been opponents at the time. Sometimes opponents pull out.
They be ducking.
So
They look at that. They look at that footage.
Oh,
and
they
start
ducking fades?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you could look at it that way, and
Yes,
other
I
times
will.
it's
This is Never Tuck Your Town Radio, all right? Save the politically correct
Yeah,
stuff for those
nah.
other shows you go on.
Pulling up that footage. They pulling up that footage. And like, hold on, coach.
His pops looked at that kid and said, listen, son,
You're not going in there with
this is
them.
not going to be a good business decision for our brand. So we're going to pull out.
So we're not going.
That
I
do
would too.
happen.
So, trainer rather, obviously before COVID, I'm sure you had a list of bouts that you were ready to do. So now that COVID is not over, but things are opening up more, do you already have a schedule plan?
Well, no, we don't have a scheduled plan. It was New Jersey that usually structure a certain amount of shows.
Okay.
So based on the shows, you would pretty much be like, all right, I want to go on this show, I want to go on that show.
Okay.
And then it got limited in New Jersey where everything got shut down, all the shows stopped. So there was still shows going on in Philly and in certain other places, but at that particular time, the fright was so big, with everybody just being concerned about their health, that we just pretty much held back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Our gym itself kind of got less and less people in it around that time, so most of the athletes were away from the gym because more and more people were getting sick.
Okay.
It wasn't until about last year going into like June or July, they start coming back in a little bit more, and then boom, they were gone again by November. So it really screwed up everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So we would have had shots at about maybe 4, 5, 6 fights. You know, all depends on what tournaments and you know what day show is open where we could have just jumped right on in. You know, there was some in Philly, there was some in Jersey, and we had to turn them down.
Nothing in New York?
I didn't. Well, New York was coming to Jersey to come train.
Oh, okay.
At that time, because everything was
shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then now that actually speaking of, where were you training out of? What gym? So we could tell the people, you know.
Definitely. We train out of Different Breed Sports Academy. It's in Teaneck, 401 Water Street in Teaneck, New Jersey. Beautiful facility, and it's not just boxing. We do boxing there, but it's fitness, and everyone that's in any sport, whatever your discipline is, that's a place that you could come and get it done. If you have track athletes, you got football players, high school, even NFL players coming there.
Wow,
Oh, that's nice.
And you know, now celebrities are coming in there often to come and get their needs taken care of. So boxing is just one of the specific things that we have. There are some qualified trainers who will get people where they gotta go.
So did you train at that gym prior, and that's how you guys met? Or?
No, well, the gym has been open just for about a year, a little bit over a year.
Okay.
You know, we were functioning out of another gym.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's relatively new.
So, Dredd, what is your backstory now?
Well,
How did you get involved in boxing? Because obviously, to be a trainer, you have to have some type of skill. So, where did you start?
His knuckles look like they've been through some work. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. See, trust me. I got my eye on Dynamite, but I got my eye on him too.
When they got the bulging knuckles in this joint, you gotta watch out.
Yeah.
these babies are clean, man. But good question. Oftentimes, the traditional way of getting trainers into the gym working with fighters, because they themselves were fighters. So they have the experience of, I've been through this, so I could help a fighter who wants to go somewhere, with directives and so on and so forth. With me, it was different. I got hit by a car, and I was down for like a year. During that period of time, I was mad as hell. Yes, man. And I get up I wasn't able to walk. One of my legs was damaged. Got up about maybe a year later. I said, man, I want to go to a gym, man. I want to fight. I got a lot of
pent up
aggression.
Right?
Yeah.
And got up, told a friend, say, hey, come with me, join the gym. We went and joined this gym. And while I was over there doing some training, I met a guy who said, he wanted to do some coaching with me. He happened to have been, somebody that uses substance, but he had a passion about it. And one day he spoke to me, and he found out that I have an understanding for the sport itself.
Okay.
What he didn't know about me was that I collect fights, and I sit down and analyze fights at home. Right. So, kid said, hey, man, I got a fight this weekend. We're getting ready for the Golden Gloves. I want to invite you, Dredd, come through and come see my fight. So I finished it in the bag, whatever. All right, come check his fight out. When I went to the fight, I didn't know who he was. He looked completely different. He was about 40 pounds less than what he was. And then he had a beard and a mustache. And because that was one of the rules, they had to shave it off. So I passed him.
I had no idea.
So one of my right-hand man that was with me, named Nick, said to me, yo, did you see Ace? I said, nah, I don't see Ace. He said, that's Ace over there.
You're like, oh, I saw Ace.
So I saw Ace. He said, Ace was good. He was like, yeah, man, I'm ready. So I said, where your coach at? He said, I don't know. He should be on his way. So Ace happened to be the first fight up. And they called him up for the fight, and he ain't even warmed up yet.
Wow.
So my man said to me, hey, yo, take these mitts, man, like warm him up. So I said, you warm him up. I know how to warm him up. He said, yo, you in the gym, you see what they do, warm him up. Yo, Ace.
Okay.
Yo, and when guy from Union City had some mitts, grabbed them, gave it to me, and I'm standing there. So Ace said, just hold him up, and I'm going to hit him, just,
Yeah, get his arms going.
Ace went in, he fought, he looked good for 30 seconds, and then he died and got beaten up. So I went to the other side of the ring when he was coming out. I noticed that his trainer had come and ended up working the corner. So he came late. Got there, worked the corner. As soon as Ace lost, because he lost badly, trainer was gone. So when Ace came out, part of the ritual was that you would see a doctor. The doctor would check
Yes.
you out, look if your eyes
Yeah.
dilate. So Ace is getting checked out by the doctor.
Wait, and the trainer was already gone?
Trainer was gone.
That's crazy.
Before he got checked out?
Before he got checked
Yeah,
out. I'm the
that's
only
crazy.
I know this, but I'm standing there.
Yeah, you've seen
So
everything.
I didn't know that was my passage in. I'm just a guy supporting somebody
Of
else.
course, of course.
So when Ace came down, he was mad. His girlfriend walked over to him with his 2-year-old baby and said, "Take the baby. I told you you was whack. You can't fight, bro. I don't know why you even continue this boxing stuff."
Yikes.
And they got into an argument.
Right
I picked
after
the kid
the
up,
loss.
and
That's crazy.
I ended up giving Ace a ride home. On the way home, I said to Ace, listen, I ran track, and I'm a soccer player. How did you lose the weight? He said, laxative, a lot of water, and not enough food.
Very
I said,
unhealthily.
Terrible.
That's why you look that way.
Yeah.
So, here's what you do.
Yeah, no energy, bro.
Let me
Yeah.
show you how to run. I know that much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then the passion to train someone came then.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
And I start finding all of my little niches. I never leaving the gym ever since.
That's what's up.
So that was my way in. Now, of course, there's a challenge where you see everybody else that were trainers that say, "Hey, man, yo, this dude ain't fight nobody, son. He can't." And I'm supposed to be discouraged by that. But
Doesn't mean
Ace
anything.
didn't mind training, and then other people didn't mind training.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they heard
Mm-hmm.
how you speak to people about things specifically, I was able to get people to get things done.
Language
Yes.
is key.
Yes.
Key to it, and really and truly, it carried on. I was able to have guys that were boxing other guys that were being trained by trainers that are fighters.
Mm-hmm.
And I won those fights. Won many fights.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Lots and lots of fights.
That's a great
But
story.
it didn't
That's
matter.
what's up.
Yeah, man.
So, that's
Wow.
how I started.
Wow, so
And I
Dylan,
never
you
left.
in good hands.
You in
Dylan.
good hands, Dylan, for real.
Yeah.
So DSP, what's up? What you got for Dylan? Because you're the boxing, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean-
You're the fighting guy here.
Yeah,
you know
yeah, yeah. No,
what
I mean, he's when he said 22 fights, and you were like, he's only 12, and I was like, wait a minute.
So what age was his
When,
first
when,
fight?
yeah, when did you start?
At 7 years old.
Your first fight was
Wow.
at 7?
Yeah. I
Eight,
started
eight.
boxing at 6, but
No, eight the first fight.
8.
That's still blowing my mind.
That's
8 years
crazy.
old, you were in that ring,
In the ring.
ready to knock the other kid out. Or do what you. I'm sorry.
Do it.
Do what you had to do, not knock him out, because that's not what they're teaching
That's
you.
barbaric.
Thank you. I didn't mean to be a
Man, I
barbarian.
thought
You
this was
savage.
never tuck your talent radio. He's trying to knock that kid out.
Man, I'm not trying to get
clean
them in
his
trouble.
spot.
I'm not trying to get them in trouble with the amateur,
Oh, okay,
organization.
okay, okay.
Yeah, get your points. You
Yes.
wanted to get
Yeah,
your
you
You
wanna
points.
got
get
your
your
points aggressively. There you go. There you go. But no, at 8 years old, how what was the feeling when you heard the bell ring?
How
was
nervous
nervous.
were you? Oh,
Nervous,
I was
right?
gonna say,
Yeah, like you butterflies,
Yeah.
everything. But after a while, it was like, all right, forget this. I know what I'm
I
here for.
started getting used to it.
Yeah, so walk us through. I know you said you were nervous, but you're looking around. What do you remember right
Yeah,
before
every-
that bell rang and
Yeah.
right after that bell rang? Like, what do you remember?
I just remember seeing my opponent, thinking I was going to beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
I like this kid.
I like the confidence.
I like this kid.
And I was nervous to fight,
Uh-huh.
and I was throwing a lot of punches.
Yeah.
And then I ended up losing,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
and I was mad.
Yeah.
You
And
did-
what did you say to your dad after you lost? Like, what was the first thing you said to your dad?
I don't remember.
Nah. You was
You
just
just
really
remember
mad.
the
You
loss.
you remember,
I remember.
being-
I feel that.
Oh, you remember?
He said, I won that fight.
Okay. I like that, because that shows me that he wasn't ready to quit. He was like, nah,
Oh.
I got this. Nah, I got to come back. But you learned a lot from that first fight.
And I have one more question. So you lost your first fight. To a lot of people, especially 8-year-olds, they would just say, "Oh, I don't want to.
I don't want to do this.
Play Fortnite."
Exactly.
So, how was your training following that first loss?
I started training much harder because I
Yeah.
wanted to win every single fight.
Uh-huh.
And then after that loss, I ended up winning my next 4 fights.
Nice. So that was like you used that as motivation, and you became a winner. You were always a winner, but you wanted your record to reflect that you're a winner.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's
That's
what's up.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up.
So did you train? All right. So now that you said after your first fight you trained hard, before your first fight were you training hard?
Yes.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
the same, but you just stepped it up a little bit after
Yeah.
you lost. It brought the dog out in you.
Got
I would say probably the nerves probably messed with him a lot.
Yeah.
Because think about it, it's the first time you walk into those ropes and
Yeah.
coach and the trainer, I'm sure he's telling him, yo, when you get in there,
Yeah, it's different.
keep your hands
Mhm.
up, protect yourself, because the ref is not going to protect you.
Mhm.
So you're thinking about everything.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, I can do this because I trained, but the wind, adrenaline, everything comes into play. So I know that second fight, he was like,
I got this.
Did you ever get a rematch with that person?
No.
not yet.
Oh,
it's coming though.
That young Brett Bronson.
Yo, whoever that kid is,
He's quick.
that kid is quick on his feet.
He's like, I don't want that Dynamite kid.
You feel me?
Nah.
And that when he gets to that 35 and up, he'll be like, yeah, Dynamite, he ain't no Dynamite. I doused that Dynamite in water back in the day when we were 8.
right. We were 8 years
Back
old.
in the day when we were 8.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's
That don't
crazy.
count.
Hopefully, I get that rematch going because
Sure.
that'll be a great thing. But even if not, you done moved on to bigger and better things. Speaking of bigger and better things, I know in the promo thing, I know I can read and it said "Got Milk." How did that happen?
Big, yeah.
No Days Off, aka Whistle Sports, reached out to me
Nice.
to
Nice.
do a commercial sponsored by Got Milk,
Wow.
Nice.
and I ended up doing it, and then the video got 1 million views.
Wow. How did you feel?
I felt very excited.
My man was viral.
For real.
How was school when you went back to school after being in that?
I was super happy.
Yes.
Everybody wanted to shake your hand and eat lunch with you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's
Mad
up.
free snacks and lunch.
Oh man, those snack trays were probably different that day.
That's what hard work gets you, man. That's what hard
what's
work
up,
gets
man.
you.
So Dynamite, what do you feel like was your biggest fight? And what reason do you feel like it was your biggest fight?
When I went to the Nationals for the first time,
Dope.
because that's a big accomplishment, because I'm fighting with the best kids in the nation.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah. And how did you feel before that?
Can you repeat that?
How did you feel before you got to that Nationals experience in that fight?
I felt excited.
When you got the invite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So,
Okay.
how many? Well, I don't even know. But what does it take to? Can you tell the people what it takes to get to that national level? Because you say it so. You had 22 fights. Imagine the person that's watching that never fought before.
Yeah.
They got to understand. Like, you don't just put on gloves and then just jump to be in the national. Like, that's not how it works. So please let them know how long it took you, how much work you put in to get to that level.
You have to work really hard. It
Mhm.
took me about 4 years
Wow.
to get to that.
Wow.
And you have to keep training really hard, have good defense, and throw a lot of punches.
That's right.
So you said 4 years. So you started. You were 8, and then you just went to Nationals when you were 12.
No, I was 10, I think.
Oh, you were 10.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
You had preliminary fights before you actually get there.
Yeah.
If he wins, when he wins in his local area, then he's chosen from the area to represent a regional tournament.
Yeah.
Regional tournament, you win there and then you move over.
To the Nationals. How many fighters were at Nationals?
There's a lot. So national meaning.
It's the entire
whole
whole
country,
United
yeah.
States.
Yeah.
Wow.
Everybody that
Top fighters.
So how does that work? Do they rank all
you
these
get
kids?
ranked. You get ranking.
And they're ranked before they get there, or they do a ranking specially for the national?
I think they start ranking them in the nationals after they start competing.
Yeah.
Doing it, kids come and compete frequently. So every year you're looking for a certain amount of kids. They continue because that's where they get a chance to show that they blossom. So they every young child is looking, or every young athlete is looking to get into it that way, especially at his age.
Yeah.
And then they start ranking them after that.
Okay.
So chances are he let's say they just had one tournament.
Yeah.
We weren't able to go to that one because with COVID restrictions.
Okay.
So they finished the tournament just now. They have ranking system based on how they mesh and what did you go to the last, or you got knocked out in the preliminary, early, middle, or finalist. So then they pretty much do it that way.
Oh, that's dope. That is dope.
So is there anything, I don't know if I asked this correctly before, but is there anything that we could look forward to on the schedule that we could help you guys promote? Because we'll love to help,
Like
push
any
whatever
tournaments.
you guys got going.
And it's good that you say that. Of course. I mean, let's say we open up an avenue for communication. We're building relationships because that's what life is about.
Absolutely.
And, one hand wash the next.
Absolutely.
I'm quite certain that as soon as New Jersey get an opportunity to allow athletes to start, competing and doing those type of things, of course, we'd definitely like to make an outreach and ask for some assistance as far as that is concerned.
Definitely.
At this particular time, we have to look into it.
Okay,
This guy, hold on.
He
This
got a
guy
lot of PR
he got
training.
good
A professional.
You
Yo,
can
that's
tell
what
you've been
you
in
got.
front of the mic and the cameras before.
Yeah.
This guy got some real good PR.
A professional.
Gotta watch you.
It's my trainer right here.
That's what's up, man. Definitely love your guys' relationship. Definitely love the dynamic you guys have.
I have another. Oh, go ahead.
Quick question: has he ever given you a tough time training?
That's a good question, man. Really, really good question. I would have to say no.
Really?
And here's why. He walked in the first week, and I had a youth program. After the youth program was finished, we had a packed youth program, maybe about 50, 60 kids, inner city kids. And after they go home, so I'll run the youth program from about maybe 3:30 to like 5:30. Then they would go home about 6 o'clock to like 8 o'clock. Then the grown men, come in. So when he was there during the youth program time, and he functioned and got his training in. So I had a sparring session that was conducting a sparring session with some other younger kids, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What I found out was after his training, he just started moving his feet and always had his hand up, moving his feet, learning his floor work, whatever, pivoting, all that stuff, using the jab.
Of course.
He used it for a while. He went home, he was mad. So he spoke to his dad, so what happened? So he wanted to spar.
Oh, wow.
Spar.
Come get a shadow box.
I said, his time is going to come, but right now I don't even... Matter of fact, no one is taking 6-year-old kids in the gym. He's 8. He's a little bit before his time, and I don't have no one to match him up with right now.
Yeah.
Besides, he haven't even trained a week yet.
That's
So he's ready.
So I'm saying all that to say that he came in and he had an aim and an ambition of wanting to learn. Shortly after the gym shut down. So I'm like, well, I have 3 men that I'm training. I'm probably train them outside and just keep it that way.
Yeah.
I got a phone call, and it was Angel. Reached out, said, hey, what's going on, coach? I got your number from so-and-so. I want you to continue training my little guy. I said, well, I don't have a gym right now. I'm outside. He said, where you at? I said, I'm in the park.
Yeah.
The city park. He was like, man, that's too hot. I said, we have shelter over there, and this is the right atmosphere right now to get a good hard work in. So when you hear him say hard work, I'll tell you why he said it. So we ended up going outside, and he was out. So Angel found us and dropped him off. Good. Now he's the smallest of maybe about, after a while my phone started ringing, ended up being like 20.
Okay.
From the age of 24
To his age.
6.
Okay.
And I'm not looking at him like he's 6. I'm training him hard like he's
a grown
24.
man. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And this kid was resilient. He hung on. I mean, I have videos of me bending him. He was like a little bit above my knee when he first started learning how to throw his punches, and we started naming the punches. And when he broke the rules, I would whack him. Wow, wow. Put your hands back up. He never got involved. Oh man, this man is abusing my son. There was a limit. Respect was there.
Yeah.
But I still have to be a coach.
Yes, absolutely.
And I did that.
And you don't want him to get hurt.
And I put the most pressure on him and let everybody see it. He carried it. I let him call the plays when we're doing certain things. I let him be in charge because I want the smallest one to learn how to be the most responsible. And I yelled and screamed, hey, why aren't you doing this? I can't hear you louder. And then as he got older, I step off and allow him to do what he do.
That's crazy.
That's
He's only 12.
And I've lost clients because of him. He done
outworking the clients, man.
I had a couple clients that came and was working with me and said, all right, here's what's happening today. I'm going to have you go through your warm-up. Dylan, come on. He's going to call, We gonna set up the
That's
operation.
funny.
He's gonna call
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
and
yeah.
You guys are gonna follow.
They
And
thought
he's
it was
gonna
a
do with
joke.
you.
They thought it was a joke.
After it was done, I never seen them. One of them came back. The others did.
The rest were like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I can't deal with this kid. Nah, I'm good. That's a great story, man.
No problem with him.
That's what's up,
Hard
man.
work.
That's what's
And
up.
I test it
Yeah, of course,
by,
of course.
by being somebody else.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo, my coach don't like me type of somebody else.
Didn't work.
Yo, the man, he hang on real tight, man.
Wow.
Yeah, I never look back.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
So
he
you're a
pushed right on
superstar,
through.
man. You a young superstar. I want to tell you that.
Young
I don't
lion.
know who tells you that, but you a superstar.
Young
bro.
lion.
talk.
I
For
see
real.
it. I see it.
Dylan, here's a mask.
Mask.
We got you some
Socks.
energy green socks. Because a guy like you got plenty of energy. So
Facts.
this is going to give you at least a +7 on your energy. Right? A +6 on your endurance. You know what I'm saying? And a +8 on your speed. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And then
These
when you,
guarantees are not.
when you put this on, this Bullies jersey right here,
Yeah.
when you that right hand gets a +10. Alright, so be careful. Be careful when you
straight
trade
right
this.
or the uppercut.
Right hand.
Straight right or the uppercut. The straight right.
So this kind of looks like a straight
look
right
like a straight
here.
right there.
So be careful with this. Well, actually, let me fold it up for you. Just, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to look at it too much.
Hold on, we gotta tell Dylan that this represents Haverstraw, right? This is the hallway where your dad was putting in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Never tuck
Back
your
in
time.
the 90s.
Statutes of limitations.
Before we go,
Statutes of
come on,
limitations.
man, Angel. Let's talk to
Yeah.
Angel real quick,
So,
man.
Dylan,
Yeah, if you want to switch real quick.
Dylan, when you put that jersey on, you put
Appreciate
it on
you.
where your dad was walking the halls as a young man. So you gotta carry that. You gotta carry that. Never tuck your time.
Real quick before
You know
we
what I
get
mean?
out of here, we had to show this guy's face, man.
For sure, man.
Angel Diaz in the
Town.
building.
What's going on?
Oh man,
Peace.
Good.
how are you, brother?
I'm doing well, man. Thanks for having me.
Yo, man,
Right.
we had to get you out here, and DNA obviously is is a real thing. Because
Facts.
if you didn't know Dynamite, this guy was Dynamite too back in the day. I know you might not know, but this guy was a real, we'll say, Avenger. If anybody was ever disrespectful or anybody did anything wrong, your dad was somebody that they had to deal with
Yep.
in a positive way, unless they took it in a negative way.
And no mitts. And no warm-up.
No warm-ups.
No warm-up, no mitts.
But now, how you been though, Angel?
I've been good, bro.
Where you living at now? Well, where?
What area?
What area,
Yeah, yeah.
rather?
I'm in Jersey right
Okay,
now.
that's what's up. Jersey in the building. All right, because we miss you in Haverstraw, man.
I still come out here, check out my family. My brother's still in Haverstraw. My
Okay.
dad's in Haverstraw.
Okay.
Okay.
Shout out to them. You already know. So yeah, we gotta definitely connect this pipeline. Obviously you're out in Jersey, that's right there. As you said, it's like a 25-minute ride, so it'll be enough for me to come up there, train, and then, hopefully knock your son out.
Yo, brother's crazy.
At first he didn't smile. He fixed his mask.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like, what you said? He said,
"What?"
what you said, punk? I felt the heat. I gotta get it in right now because his dad is here, so I know he'll grab him.
Yeah.
You gotta pick your battles wisely. Nah, but thank you, fellas. Really,
For real.
really do appreciate you guys coming. So one time before we go. Dynamite Dylan, please tell the people where they could find you.
I
You
think
can
he
find
had.
me on Instagram at Dynamite_Diaz, YouTube at Dylan Dynamite Diaz, and Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, you got your own
Yo,
YouTube channel?
step your social media game.
Yo, all you guys out there that don't got your social
Get out
right,
of here. Get out
yo,
of
this
here.
guy's 12.
You got a YouTube channel.
He's 12, and y'all still. Alright, anyway, we're not gonna
Before
do
we
it.
get Dylan, what's in that bag,
Oh, what?
man?
This
Uh-oh.
is for you.
Oh.
See, look at that. He brought you a gift after you done challenged him
Oh,
and all that.
But you know how it goes before the war. They bring you some gifts to soften you up.
Okay,
Here's some
okay.
women in line.
Oh.
Oh, get this on cam.
Okay.
Get this
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Chill.
Oh, you messed up by giving me this. I can already feel the power. You done messed up, baby.
You can feel the power. Oh,
Oh, he got. Nah. My man came
he got
through.
his
Oh, he
own
got
My man
zone.
came through for
man.
real.
Funko Pop, chill.
My man came through for real.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yo, I appreciate this, brother. I really do.
That's
I
what's
can't
up.
wait. Hold on.
Oh, there's
Oh,
more. There's
Oh.
more.
Oh.
Dynamite.
Hey,
Oh.
that's fire.
Oh.
Got the merch
That's
popping.
fire.
Yo,
That's
my man
dope.
came through.
That's
My
dope.
man got his own website. He got his own. Yo, this guy right here. I see you, brother.
He's working.
Marketing. You gotta love
He's
it.
working.
Branding.
Appreciate this.
Gotta
brother.
love
We're
it.
gonna take this photo. Let's get into this photo. Play this
Play
music.
this music. We'll be back.
Be back in a few. Dynamite Diaz. Appreciate you, brother. All right. Great interview. Great. Oh, let me turn this on.
Good job, Dylan.
Thanks for having us.
No problem, man. Thank you. Thanks for pulling up.